Hi, we're Kev and Emma. 18 months ago we started a new adventure and bought a 57-foot narrowboat called Ripple. Why not join us and watch our highs and lows, the renovations and changes we've made, the clever storage that's been created, and find out what it's really like living and working full-time aboard a narrowboat with 2 dogs while exploring the waterways of our beautiful country. So last night we travelled along Paddington Arm from Little Venice pretty much up to the first mooring that we had on the Paddington Arm, which is near Southall. It's the Uxbridge Visitor Moorings. Kev is working today, but he finishes in 2 hours. So I'm going to start us off and hopefully get us off the Paddington Arm and back onto the Grand Union. So a little bit of solo boating. It looks like naked solo boating actually, but I do have a top on, I promise. Just there's no locks. Once we hit locks, then Kev will be finished for the day, I would imagine. We might not even get that far. So I'm just going to take us on a slow, gentle little cruise. Beautiful day. It's about 28 degrees today. So hence the hat, sunglasses, got sun cream on. But yeah, going to just enjoy a gentle cruise by myself while Kev's working. Bless him, indoors. First time we've done this, so excited. Here we go, Braunston, 86 miles. So we've just pushed off. This was our mooring spot last night. It's quite nice on the Grand Union. It was actually probably one of the nicer spots we've stayed on. It's still quite so Londony. Very clean and tidy. The companies keep it nice and tidy. Kev's still working, so he's literally just pushed me off and I'm cruising on my own again. It's July and I think temperatures are going to reach 30 degrees today, which is nice because summer has finally arrived. We've been trying various ways to keep the boat cool, and today we just opted for, do you know what, curtains closed both sides. Normally we do curtains closed one side, the side where the sun is, and then open the other, but do you know what, actually today it was hot early. We have got the hatches open and the bow doors, so at least some breeze can come through, but I'm not complaining. I'm loving it. I would much rather have this kind of weather than the rain that we've been having. Let's cruise. Got 3 locks to do. Kev's gonna pop out. I'm gonna get to the first lock when it's his lunchtime, so he can come and help me with that, and then I may well just find somewhere to moor up and we'll do the last 2 locks when he's finished work. I know there's a good sort of, I think we worked out, there's probably about 4 hours cruising. So if he helps me do the first lock, I think that'll get us at least more than halfway, and we can do the rest at 4 o'clock. So we've noticed that along the Grand Union so far, bearing in mind we've done about 12 miles, 11 miles, there seems to be lots and lots of little offshoots like this. I'm guessing that back in the day there must have been companies through there that the boats would have delivered to. So Kev is officially on lunch, and look at that timing. We have just hit Cowley Lock, which, as you can see, is rather full. Oh, and in fact the lock gates the other end are wide open. So he's having to close the front gates first. Meanwhile, the boat's just drifting away, so maybe I ought to just pull it in a bit. Quite a nice little park area behind me. Bit of shade for the dogs. So I have just let them off here so they can have a quick toilet stop. Oh, Kev's opening the gates already. We are ready to go. Here he comes. The lockman on lock duties today. Nice and slowly. Kev's cracked it a little bit because the gates weren't completely shut. So top tip, just if they open up again, just crank the paddles slightly and the force of the water will push the gate shut for you. Molly is yipping and yapping. Guess she wants to know where Kev is. Where is he, Ploppers? Where is he? This looks like a nice lockkeeper's cottage at Cowley Lock. Very pretty white brick buildings. And Kev has just pointed out there's a pub just up here. It's a shame he's working and we are moving. Kev's going to pull me across so that I can just go out of one gate. The shady gate. Go out the shady side. I know you're thinking. Kev has just gone up to set lock number 2, and I have given in and got Kev to put the parasol up because it is hot. Good job, what? You're not fat though. Okay, this is Denim Deep Lock. So, yeah, it's pretty. From back there it didn't look very deep, but as I'm going in, it's looking deeper.
Well, we're coming up the Grand Union and we got a one-way sign. Well, no, what would you call it? Priority sign. We've never ever seen one of them before. Seen traffic lights down on the K&A going through Reading, but we've never seen this before. We assume it's because on the canal app there is a advisory about HS2. 150 metres ahead we have priority. Put your foot down, Ems, we're off. So yeah, it does look like it's all to do with HS2 up there, but that is a massive bridge. And you can see all the way out there, them two fellas in orange, the Tango men.
Storage area.
I thought they'd scrapped HS2 and said that was it, we're not doing any more.
I think they're finishing what they've started on.
They're a bit like Magnus Magnussen. I've started, so I've finished. There you go, the guys are all friendly, giving us a wave. Not sure the camera's going to pick it up, but we're quite impressed on this part of the GU how clear the water is. It's definitely not like the Paddington Arm where there was bags every 5 centimetres. You can actually see what I call cabbages at the bottom. I hope it stays like this, because when we go back home I'm picking all my fishing kit up. So this is the very start of Harefield Marina. As you can see, it's kind of open plan kind of thing. All the services there, gas, diesel, chandlery. I'm sure probably not today, well maybe today, but certainly when we get back after we've been home, I'll be spending a half an hour in the chandlery. There's always shiny bits we need. But it looks alright, we're not going to be here, the boat's going to be here on its own, so that'll do for a week and a half. Morning. It is, bizarrely enough for me, a Monday morning, and I've got this week off because we kept this week, didn't we, for a bit of a belt if we thought we were running out of time to get up to Braunston, which, how many locks we got now? Oh, about 12 million I think before we get to Braunston, something along those lines.
I think we're in the 80s now.
Yeah, so we've only got 80 something odd to do in 32 degree heat today.
We're not doing all of them today.
No, it's about 8:30 now. It's an early one for Em. Because as you all know, she loves getting up.
To be fair, that is true. So
we're trying to do it out of the heat. We do have my eldest nipper Aaron with us today, this week, so he's doing the locks at the moment as well. So it's a little bit faster, isn't it? But
yeah, should be able to get a good few behind us today. That's for sure. Lock. We came up the lock and there's a boat on the lock landing, and he's filling up with water because there's a boat behind him that's moored overnight on the water point. To be fair, she was outside, but didn't seem to understand that she shouldn't have moored there the night. So obviously not aware of the rules, but he was very kind. Because we got on the boat and he agreed to shut the gate, so it was fine. This lock is called Iron Bridge, lock 77 on the GU, and the ground pedals don't work, so we've been here a little while. It's a slow one to fill. Got some gongoozlers, which is always quite nice, little ones. Quite interested in how the locks work.
We're just trying to work out if it's too precarious to stop.
Well, you need...
Yeah, it's all right. We're heading that way.
Stop right there.
Stop right here. We've got a human pin.
Well, he's going to have to hold 50 tonnes of me.
Yeah, 50 tonnes of you, 20 tonnes of me.
So we've just bumped into a fuel boat. and managed to wave him down in quite a precarious place, to be fair. Boat's moored up behind us, quite a narrow gap. We thought we might have to wait, and actually his partner said, oh, we'll come and find you on Sunday or Monday, we're coming back up. But actually the guy said, nah, we can do that. So Kev is currently filling us up, and then we'll be off again. Another interesting look. We're having a day of it today, aren't we? There was, I guess they must have just bought a boat. There was 2 men with the CRT guy. We thought that it was, they were all volunteers. We were like, yes, we've hit the jackpot. They're going to do the lock for us. No. Aaron and I walked up there. I think they must have bought a boat. And the guy from the CRT was training them, or giving them a helmsman lesson, I guess.
Probably a helmsman's course.
Helmsman course, yeah.
I think.
And so he asked if they could watch us go through the lock. No pressure. Fortunately, it all went well. I did say to him, if I'm doing it wrong, you will let me know, won't you? But no, it was fine.
I don't think you're doing it wrong after all this time.
Well, you never know. You might pick up bad habits, like drivers, isn't it?
This is a very ugly bridge. Look up. It's just ugly.
Probably the ugliest bridge we've seen, to be fair.
It's just nothing to it. It's just nothing.
Oh, it's quite big, but there's just not much to it. No prettiness.
No, nothing. That has to be the ugliest bridge we've ever seen.
I mean, some might class that as a tunnel.
Should I put my lights on? Put my lights on, my nav lights.
But you're right, it is very ugly. Very ugly bridge. Alfie today. He's actually decided to join us today. Doesn't look overly happy about it, but you know. And then look, here is the Pops. Molly. She looks quite comfy, she's not shaking. Getting used to this boat in Lark. It's a shame he is working and we are not moving. Sorry, it's a shame he's not work. Oh my god! Oh, I just hit that metal bit on the bin. Alfie jumped up there just a minute ago. Exactly.
And we've got gas, fuel, everything, haven't we?
I'm just going to do a bit to camera.